Hello everyone, welcome to Bulamatari's Paint Club. I am Bulamatari. I am joined, as always, by the magnificent Mr. Badger. Can we hear you, Mr. Badger?
I active?
Yes.
I think I'm active.
We can hear you. Good.
Hooray!
Anyway, how are you today, sir?
I am pretty okay.
Nice. What are you painting with us?
I will be painting some Stormcast. I'm almost done with these boys, so all I have left is the close combat monkeys.
Lovely. That means you must be in, what, count on a hand? How many things you got left?
Well, I can count on both hands. If I could count on one hand, then I would need to be purged as a mutant. Because I've got about 13 of these things left to paint. So.
Good evening, Geordie Gamers. How are you, sir? Welcome to Paint Club. Right, I'm going to be continuing to paint my Imperial Guard.
Nuts.
So I'm going to see if I can get this whole squad boxed off today. Probably not. It took two streams to get the majority of it done. The first 5 anyway. But yeah. Oh, fist. Oh, crust. Sorry, my back's quite in a lot of pain and I keep dropping things on the floor, which is not good. So anyway, without further ado, I think we shall continue.
We shall.
Right, move that down to...
You're continuing, I'm starting something fresh.
Yes,
Ish.
This is true. Don't mind the mess over there. I'll move it so you can see the Doges whilst I paint. Hello, Doges. How are you today?
Fortunately, the vast quantity of stuff that I have to paint, I don't know what it is. I like rotate and spray paint, and then rotate and spray paint, and rotate and spray paint, and then half the model seems to just not get spray painted.
Right, I'm just going to take my jumper off because it's a bit wound.
So I am working on the undercoat technically, which as you may see is actually, for these boys and girls, Retributor armour.
Yes. Okay. So I sort of half made a start by starting these pants here, but I'm going to actually have a go now. Let's go. How are you today, Geordie Gamers? I hope you are well. Anyway, so what have you been up to, Mr. Badger, this week?
Well, relatively well. Other than work, not a great deal. Excuse me. I missed an appointment. Missed an appointment for the doctors, so I had to get that rescheduled.
Oh yeah, was that the one where you were trying not to drink cider yesterday?
Potentially.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Geordie Gamers good. Oh, he's got some new figures coming soon. Nice. They released the Corn Blood Bowl team. Ooh.
So
you got
yes, I did.
Some sexy Corn Berserkers.
Corn boys.
I like the idea of Blood Bowl, but I don't know. That I tried to play the video game, and it's not for me. It's just it looks to me a bit like chess. It's like more like American football / chess than it is an actual sports game. I'll stick to Rocket League.
American chess ball.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, that'd probably be a good analogy for it. A good name. Alright, what games? Right, imagine if all games had, like, honest names. What would you call stuff? So, Call of Duty.
Duty Bang Man.
I would call Call of Duty probably...
Company standard.
12-year-old bro shooter. So it's like full of 12-year-olds or something.
Bro shooter 40k.
Yeah. Bro shooter Black Ops.
Because there are 40,000 of them.
Yeah. Like, I think Gran Turismo would probably be overly accurate driving simulator that's actually probably less fun than you remember it being. Although there is a new Gran Turismo coming out, and I'm excited about that.
Nostalgia hate simulator.
Yeah. See, I remember loving Gran Turismo. I got properly into one of the Gran Turismos on the PS2. Like that during uni, I think I gold medaled most of that game. And then with the nostalgia, I bought that Gran Turismo Sport thing that came out on the PS4.
Yeah.
A number of years ago, and it's literally, it's literally just the driving at school, which was fun enough, and an online mode that no one bothers playing because no one wants to play Gran Turismo online.
Because there was other things out already, like Grid.
Yeah, like Gran Turismo is a long campaign simulator game. It's not the sort of game that people want to play online. And they should have realised this when no one was playing it. And instead of just switching the services off, they should have just, developed a single player for it. Instead of just abandoning it.
That would have helped.
Yeah, a little bit.
Essentially what they did with what would have suited them is if they'd done a Titanfall, kind of, and they just actually did a single player campaign.
Yeah.
That would have been nice.
It would have been.
Especially
Yeah,
for that
so there is a proper Gran Turismo game coming out soon. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope it'll be good, and they won't just like try to be. They won't try and soften it to sell more copies, if you know what I mean.
Gran Turismo Horizons, Paradise Lost.
Yeah, like if they try and make it too close to Grid or something to make it sell.
It's likely going to be closer to the Burnout series if they're going to do anything like that with it.
I'd say if they're gonna, they'll probably end up trying to emulate Forza's model. So that's more, that's more akin to what Gran Turismo is. I would love to see another Burnout game. Burnout is brilliant, and Burnout Paradise killed that series. Isn't it funny how companies change the format of a game entirely, and when it doesn't sell, they just kill the franchise?
It's like, oh my god, people don't want this game anymore. Nobody's bought
Yeah,
this one.
clearly Burnout's not popular anymore. And you're like, no, that Burnout's not popular because it's nothing like the games that we want to play. Just make another Burnout game, please.
It's nothing like the previous Burnouts that everybody loved so much.
I would say the Burnout Paradise isn't a Burnout game. It's shit.
And that the open world racer one, essentially.
Yeah. It's open world. It didn't sell very well. It was very reliant on an online.
Yeah, because you would have to drive to races essentially, and then do the races.
Yeah, I don't know.
The races were all the online multiplayer things. So.
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with just a menu. Need for Speed went for shit as well. Oh man. Oh, do you know what game really needs a sequel and Rockstar needs to get a finger out? Fucking Midnight Club. That was so good. There was a Midnight Club on, I think it was the original Xbox. I think it was Midnight Club LA or Las Vegas or something. Oh, that was such a good game. That was the open world racer that did it right, And I'm pretty sure that Burnout... Well, in fact, you know what? Thinking about it. Yeah, Midnight Club, man. Was Burnout Paradise trying to be the next Midnight Club? Was it trying to emulate Midnight Club and just didn't get the formula right at all?
Possibly. I think they saw a lot of the sort of exploration, sort of open worldy games, and were like, you know what, we need this.
Yeah, like that's the sort of move I'd expect Ubisoft to make, because Ubisoft are 100% addicted to making open worlds with collectathon content instead of actually developing, a game. But yeah, EA. I mean, EA. They're as bad, if not worse, as companies go. But it's not their signature move, Their signature move is just buying a company.
Transaction.
But yeah, buying a company, letting that company make one more good game, filling the next game with microtransactions, and then destroying the company.
Because it didn't work because nobody wants microtransactions.
Yeah, no one wants microtransactions, which means that the game's not going to sell very well. It's not going to make the millions of monies that EA want. Anyway, what are we saying here? No one really makes interesting games anymore. This, I mean, I wouldn't say no one, but the AAA developers definitely don't.
Yeah.
There are interesting games. They're just made by indies now.
A lot of
you get the odd
indie
accident.
games.
Yeah, you get the odd accidental really good game that comes out of them. I think probably the last really interesting game that Ubisoft made was probably Grow Home, which was a really fun physics-based platformer where you played a cute little robot climbing around an environment, trying to climb up to your spaceship.
You're trying to go back up.
Yeah, and that was a really good. That was a really good game. Yeah, no AAA games. Yeah,
Had nice music. Just a standard little bit of gameplay.
yeah.
Yes.
I thought that was a really fun one, and you know, they used to make really good games. They also made a game called From Dust, which was sort of, it gave me Populous vibes. It was a god simulator where you had to manipulate the environment to help your people and stuff. This is before Goddess happened. Yeah, Geordie Gamers, I'm probably with you there. Geordie Gamers is burned out with the 2D, 2.5D, 8/16-bit art style indie. The only reason they do it so much is because it's easier to, you know, to develop. Yeah, it's what they are able to develop, and the difficulty is because they're the only ones who are willing to take chances. They're willing to make their games interesting, make their games have a message. They're the ones we're stuck with, unfortunately. I mean, you have got the Focus Interactive games, which they try to be interesting. There was a few. There's a couple like Plague Tale that I want to play. You got what was it? Senua's Sacrifice, I think it's called.
Yes, Senua's Sacrifice is supposed to be absolutely fantastic story-wise.
And I think that's kind of why AAA developers are sort of addicted to remaking games, because they're not willing to, you know, they're not willing to push the boat out to have an opinion on anything anymore, because they're scared of splitting the audience. They don't want just some of the audience, they want all of it. So they remake their quote-unquote classics because they've got no ideas. They've got no artistic direction to speak of. And usually they make them worse. You know, they're new to their games. Rip content out. Sell it back to us at a premium. What can you do?
The majority of the time when they do things like that, the one killer that they do is they don't adapt the control style.
Mm-hmm.
They go, okay, we're going to remake this, but we're not going to remake any of the control system. Have all the horrible, janky, bug-filled mess that forced you to rage quit so many times in the past when you first played this.
Yeah. The problem is we've got less patience these days for the games that we remember.
It's more we don't have the time to play them.
Yeah, that's it. And I know I don't have the dexterity anymore.
Yeah, everybody who used to play those games has essentially grown up and thus has work. So every last little second of doing stuff must be relatively simple, relatively quick-paced. Drop in, drop out. Let's get this done, son. And most of the time, it just doesn't work anymore because you can't.
I think that's not. You don't see any football games anymore. When you think there was a period of time having FIFA, Pro Evo, This Is Football, Red Card Soccer, a sensible soccer. That was a good one on the PS2. I enjoyed that one. What did you... Actua Soccer was on the PlayStation 1?
You've got a lot of more things which are closer to, what is it, Premier Manager and things like that now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, but
games where you don't need to put in any of the major effort, you've just got to do, essentially.
I mean, you've got games like Football Manager, but, like, you know, in terms of just, you know, here's a football game, let's go. Yeah. I think you got Rocket League for, like, non-football football, FIFA and Pro Evo, and you haven't even got Pro Evo anymore, and next year we're not going to have FIFA, because FIFA won't be called FIFA anymore. Another company will probably be doing next year's FIFA. I'm thinking probably 2K is going to pick it up. And
I think they'll keep the FIFA name purely because they know that's what will sell it.
Well, no, EA aren't allowed to use the FIFA name anymore.
Is that because they've douched up?
A little bit, yeah. Are you not aware of this?
Probably not.
Okay.
Please enlighten me.
Okay, so FIFA, the Football Association people, they essentially saw all of the money that EA was raking in and said, we want some of that. We want, like, they basically said, we want $2 billion, because they were paying, I think they were paying $1 billion dollars a year to use the name or something. And they basically went, we're doubling our price because your money has gone up like 100 times, 100-fold, and you're not paying us any more money than you were 10 years ago, basically. And EA just went, no, fuck off. And so FIFA are just like, yeah, we're going to take our ball home. You're not allowed to use any football licenses. And essentially, I reckon EA are probably going to end up making it'll be the same game, but they'll be the Pro Evo of the dynamic.
Welcome to FIFA 21.
Yeah, basically. And then Konami have just stopped making football games altogether because they've just made that free-to-play nonsense, which is just a broken piece of shit. As you'd imagine, because Konami doesn't do games anymore, really. As can be seen by Contra, Rogue Corps, and the like. And I reckon 2K. I reckon 2K is going to pick up that FIFA license and make FIFA 22. So there you go. There's the story.
It'll be FIFA the new generation. That's what it.
Yeah. Amazingly stupid for EA to think anyone wants to play FIFA without licenses. I mean, yeah, there's a reason why FIFA beat Pro Evolution in sales every year, and it wasn't because it was a better game, because it fucking wasn't. FIFA is a slow, monotonous, terrible game that never improves. You know, at least with Pro Evo, they changed the engine, they do some updates in it every couple of years. FIFA's been the same for like the last 10 years, I believe.
Last 10,000 years.
Yeah, no one's going to pump money into Ultimate Team to get Lunal Mossy.
Lunal Mossy.
True that. I believe that they're allowed to use player names.
Duvid Bonkum.
Yeah, I believe that they'll be able to get a deal with the Players Association like Pro Evo did. But you know, you never know. I think it's going to be a shit show. They're going to sell almost nothing. But yeah, they're going to have to go and play as Merseyside Red. What was it? Norfolk. What was Newcastle's thing? It was. I think it might have been Newcastle Black White or something. Tyneside. There you go. Tyneside Black White. So it's gonna be a laugh. So that's what's happened, and it's just a shit show.
My goodness me.
Yup.
To be honest, I probably would play a football game with all those weird and random names. You know.
It was always a bit funner, you know. I to be honest, I was found the day that a Pro Evo got released to be one of the most therapeutic days. It was just like a full day of basically OCD. A full day of OCD.
That first day was you just making a team. Like, there we go.
Well, I made my own team, and then I went through every single team and tried to get all of the kits almost exactly right. In the later years, you could just literally do a Google search and get the kits downloaded, and then just paste them in. And then getting names right, getting all the leagues right.
It's half the fun in that, man.
Yeah, you know, that was a really lovely day for me. I love a bit of OCD sometimes, you know. But yeah, no longer. No longer will I be able to do that.
The return of AFC Bitch Slap.
Oh, AFC Bitch Slap, man. I wish I hadn't pussed out and called the team AFC New Brighton for my Let's Play, but I did. Oh, no worries, Geordie Gamers. I'll see you soon, mate. Thanks for stopping by.
Now, if you had, the only people who would have technically been offended are the bitches that needed slapping.
True that. Right. Okay.
Return of Solstein?
Solstein! Nah, later years it was Arcos.
That's only because Solstein is just like so
he got
ancient.
Yeah, he turned into an old man. Because that was the wonderful thing about it. They all the players in the custom team sort of aged like a year from the last game. So you had like every sort of few years like a different player that would be your key focus.
Thing to make you pick somebody different, someone new and up and coming.
Yeah.
I said, no, views. Everything is the same person.
Oh, there was a guy called Castledine, and I absolutely used him until I think I used him till he was like 40 odd.
He was exactly the same as Solstein, essentially.
Well, no, he was the Steven Gerrard of the team, you know, the concrete donkey in the midfield, who could like twat a ball from 100 yards out.
Straight through the keeper.
Yeah.
There's just a ball-shaped hole in the middle of him, and that's it.
Oh. Yeah. I don't think Castledine was in the last one. Could have been. Can't remember now.
He was, but he was like the edge of the end.
Yeah.
Essentially,
Basically,
you had him in the first team till the first season was over, and then that's it. You replaced him.
Aye.
You had to replace him.
Okay. Honest video game name for Command and Conquer Red Alert. What do you think?
Oh.
Slightly racist Cold War fan fiction.
What do you mean slightly racist?
I mean, it's not overtly, horribly racist.
It's a Cold War fan fiction simulator. That's what Red Alert 2 is. Well, that's what Red Alert is. Red Alert 2 just gets even more ridiculous, and then Red Alert 3, of course, bears.
Yes.
And just fucking Tim Curry.
Oh, Tim Curry was so good.
Legend.
God damn it, his Russian accent is the best accent I've ever heard in my life.
It's how I learned the Russian accent.
Yeah.
By playing Red Alert.
We'll go the only place where capitalism hasn't infected us. Space!
Space! We'll go to the only place.
I love his face when he says space, because he's clearly about to crack up.
Yeah. You can tell that there's just a laugh behind it. It's the only place that hasn't been infected with capitalism. Space!
Oh, that game. Yes. I don't think I ever actually completed that,
I have essentially completed all Command and Conquers.
Yeah, I did Red Alert on the PlayStation 1. That was fun. And then, yeah, I think I've got all of the others on the PC. I just, I think RTSs are one of those things where if I bang my head against a wall for too long, I'll just rage quit and get out.
Whereas I believe I came up with the saying, as long as I have guns and money, I'm winning. For the most part, that's always true.
Yeah. You feeling alright, dude? That was a bit of a meaty cough, that.
It is still a bit of a meaty cough. It won't go away.
Oh, man.
But I've had it for like 2 weeks.
Well, you're supposed to go see the doctor about it, you know?
I was supposed to go see the doctor. But
Was that what this was about?
Well, part of it was I was going to have a word with him about it, but it was like just a regular checkup. I go and get things done and be like, I've had this cough for a bit, and I've had my COVID tests, and it's not coming up like that, but it's just not going away.
Oh no!
Oh, exactly. Oh no! Oh no!
I love the way that you were talking as if you were doing an impression of yourself, like a bad impression of yourself.
Yes. Terrible. It's just the true me. I only put on this deliciously sexy English voice for the fans. I really sound like this.
From Ashton. Right, there you go. Cloth done. Right, I'm sure I came up with an order for things before and didn't stick to it. Right. And I think the skin tone needs to go on next. I think that's where I screwed up last time.
Yes, you need to put your skin on next.
Yes.
Pants first, skin next.
There we go.
Wait a second.
Hang on a minute.
Skin on top of pants. Horrific. Right, that's a movie concept right there for you. When you get up in the morning and instead of getting dressed, you've got to put your flesh on first.
Ugh. A movie concept? Sorry, what? What kind of movie are you making here?
Well, it could be an AI movie. You go, what do I want to pick today? Do I want to be a white guy? Do I want to be a black chick? You just wake up and you just put on whatever you need for the day. You go, okay, today I'm gonna be.
He's finally cracked.
I'm gonna be a ginger guy. There we go.
He's finally cracked, ladies and gentlemen.
What do you mean finally?
Oh man.
Give it a bit of time. Give it a bit of time. 2020. There'll be hints and rumours of this mind-bending masterpiece of a film, and then it'll come out, and you'll just look at me, and you'll be like,
"You predicted this, Badger."
What the fuck, Badger? And I'll be like, "I'm magical Badger."
Oh dear. I think if that film does come out, we all need to worry.
Or is that because I can see into the future?
Yeah.
But only for terrible films.
Only for bad films, not for good ones. He only uses his powers for evil.
Of course I do, but then again, the only powers I have is the ability to hold onto a can of pop and drain the fizz out of it.
This is true. The second that Badger comes into contact with any sort of carbonated drink, it just goes.
I am the decarbonator.
Aye.
I make your drinks flat and flavourless.
I think we were playing EVE Online once together over, like, I think it was X something at the time.
Crossfire.
Yeah, it was Crossfire at the time. And I think somehow you digitally removed my fizz from my drinks. I don't know how you did it.
Think of it like the Hollow virus. It transmits over radio waves.
Oh no.
I've lost a lot of that power recently, but
Fern better watch out.
I'm gaining it back. I've already warned her about it.
That's probably for the best. She better know what she's getting into.
It's because she had a bottle of pop of mine at hers, and I took it out of the fridge, and I just took a swig, and it was like, yep, this is flat.
I reckon it's because you swallow the entire bottle and then regurgitate it into the bottle. That's what really happens.
Instead of drinking it, I just have a horrible rinse.
You just vomit it back into the bottle, just completely flat. So, yep, my job here is done. Get some skin tone on here.
It's complete.
Bit of Tekken free music. Sweet.
Now, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye out for that future film. It'll be something to do with robots and AI and personality. Yeah. And eventually what will happen is there'll be some sort of murder where somebody's like, oh, who did it? And it'll be some guy who hates androids or shit like that going around killing them all.
I mean, in some way, the whole, like, put on some skin has already been done by, what's it called? Fuck. It was a cyberpunk series on Netflix, and I can't fucking remember what it's called now. Shit, that's gonna do my head in. Anyone who's watching, find that out for me, please. Oh, do you know what? I want to do it myself. Google. Come here, Google.
I guess it might have been one of those Black Mirror things.
No.
To be honest. British.
Altered Carbon. There you go. A series called Altered Carbon, where when you die, you've got a like a memory slate in your skull, and if it's not destroyed, that can just be shoved into another body, or sleeve as they call it. But that's like with death. You can't just wake up one day and go, I fancy being X today.
It's like, oh, I'm dead. Wait, no, I'm not.
Exactly. So that's a pretty good show. Now, if you've not seen it and you're into that sort of cyberpunk aesthetic, I'd recommend it. I reckon Fern would be into it.
Something that we could look at.
Yeah, because there's one of the best characters in it. Is an android hologram sort of representation of Edgar Allan Poe, who runs an old school horror themed hotel.
Oh, nice.
And he is he's an AI basically who ends up helping the main guy who's staying at the hotel.
Nice.
And he's like the best character because he ends up like acting as like the Watson character, as the detectives trying to figure out who's done this murder.
There's been a murder.
Yeah, and the best part is, like, because obviously there was a murder, and the guy who was murdered was rich. He's still alive. Like he's just in a new sleeve. So the guy's like interviewing the victim of the murder, and the victim's like, well, I can only remember up until the
moment of death.
Well, no, not until the moment of death. The moment of my last basically the last checkpoint. Like it got like uploaded every night, so he can remember up till the midnight on the night before the murder.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It brings up questions like, what is it to truly be alive? If you are a copy of yourself, but you've lost, like, you know...
The original's dead.
Yeah.
Are you really the same person?
Are you the original person, or is...
Are they lost forever?
Yeah, is it real? So, I found it quite a compelling series. I don't know if I ever finished it, you know. I must have a look and see if I got to the end of that series. I can't remember a conclusion for it.
Well, that probably suggests that you didn't make it.
Yeah, it was just a series of cool moments, really. I must have got distracted by something else.
Or probably one of those sitting on the couch behind you. Look at that, man.
Well, the dogs.
Yeah.
Just unconscious.
Flat out.
Yeah. Better than yesterday when they were just being a total pain in the arse.
Maybe that's why they're flat out now. They just used up all the energy of yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. I've not got long to go. I've only got a couple more hands to go. But I'm fastly running out of paint.
Means that you just get no paint, yo.
I don't want to get a whole new blob just, you know, just to finish a couple of hands. I'm going to make this paint last so I can get the hands done. Just a little bit more, I think.
You are just a little bit.
Who are just a little bit more. Damn it.
This is what we're painting for?
Yeah. Paint's not lasting. I'm going to have to really dab it hard in there. It's like dry brushing at this point. Kinda done the job, that'll do. Whew! Skin tone done. Job's a good one.
At least the first layer.
Yeah. I usually go over it with a sort of...
With the wash and then the dry brush.
So I think I'll do the... May do the stripes on the cloth, then do the dry brush, then do the other stripe on the cloth. Yes, that sounds good to me.
Yes. Very
Crack
good.
open this. Do not defizz this, Badger. Do not defizz this. I know you have the power to do so. Quite alright there, Luke.
I already used the power to done so. We'll wait until the next time that you take a swig.
He's so tired. Oh. My little bean, aren't you?
He is an old boy.
Yes.
He deserves all the fuss.
He do. Ooh, this is a new pot. Where did my other pot go? Yeah. I didn't even know I had a fresh pot of Slanesh in here. Fair enough. Well, it's not fresh. I probably bought it a long time ago. Whoop. Okay. Dab a bit of that paint off. Come on, I need a bit of a point. That'll do.
The only major problem with the synthetic brushes.
Yeah, when it does clump, it's a bit difficult to keep a point on it.
They tend to stay as flat layer brushes.
Yeah, I kind of like it though. It's an improvement anyway on other Citadel brushes. I think for like real fine detail, I'm going to stick with the really fine ones I've got, but those are starting to run out because
They're getting a bit bendy.
yeah, they've been used a fair amount, basically. Okay, I think that's enough for that leg. Damn it. Ah! Need more paint on it now. Let's get these lines straight, even through the creases.
Wrinkly bits.
Alright. Oh man. Anyway, anyone who's out, who's on in the ether watching us, what are you painting? What do you collect? Let us know. We have a Discord. If you want to show us your wares, your glorious painting, your any conversions you've got going on, you can join the Discord and paste images at us, and we can marvel at your glory.
Big projects.
I am definitely only an amateur painter. Badge is getting definitely up there. I would say the badge is professional standard for sure. Hence why he's gotten a commission, which he's currently doing.
Yes, but I'd rather just be painting for myself.
Yeah.
I've figured that out through this particular one, is to be a bit more
You know what? You don't
forceful.
you don't know until you try.
Oh, yes.
And you've given it a go, and you've realised that's not for you, and that's going to give you the impetus to say no next time. And go, oi, I don't do commissions, no thank you.
It's like, if you're gonna do something, I'm gonna dictate how much I'm gonna bloody paint for you.
Yeah, nothing more than say probably 30 models at a time.
Yeah.
And you know,
essentially a £50 box set at a time.
Yeah. And you know, no less than at least I'd say £3-4 a model, because that's your time, mate.
It is. It's my time.
Yeah, if each model's taking you an hour, you want to get at least minimum wage off it, you know? Well, not minimum wage, because obviously that'd be like £6 or something.
£6? Jesus.
Yeah, it's gone up now.
I was going to say, I thought the last time I heard minimum wage, it was like £7 something.
Yeah. Back when I was a lad, it was about £4 odd.
I was like apprentice money, that's what that was.
Yeah. That was on a joke scheme where I was like probably spending more than half of the money I was making on
bus fare.
Train fare. Yeah, I had to commute all the way to Ellesmere Port and back every day. It's like 2 hours worth of travelling every single day, and more than half of what I made going on that fare. It wasn't worth it at all. But it was work experience because I didn't have any. After uni, you have to do some things.
You have to go to dark places.
Yeah, man. And then I volunteered for a bit, which was nice. Oh, it's only water. That's fine.
What did you think that you'd painted yourself by accident?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, oh shit! Oh wait.
Hang on. No, it's just water. That's fine. That's definitely done.
Sorry if I'm moving off the camera when I'm painting things. I need to shuggy myself in a bit more.
It's all right. When I move my models, all you can see is moob. Well, I can only apologise about that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
Bulamatari, providing the sex appeal.
Sex appeal, my ass.
Oh, that's what they're waiting for.
What the arse?
Yeah. Get the buns, son.
This anaconda don't want none if you don't have buns, hon. Right. Let's see if we can get this clean. And then... I didn't get the oil out. It's over here somewhere. No! Don't fall over. I got Surf Shade. It's better for the skin tone, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
At some point in time, you'll have to get yourself some Reekland. Or Reekland.
God damn it, there's not enough on here. Just open the pot. There we go. Get a bunch. Bunch! Then you blob it on hard. There you go. Want to get it all in the crevices. That is way too much. It's fine. I just need to get...
Spread it amongst the rest of your
That's it.
your models, see?
That's what I'm doing. God, one face looks like he's like literally drowning in oil. Okay.
Be Nigel.
And then a second layer should just bring out all the details then. As long as I don't like overdo the layer.
Well, you sort of pseudo dry brush it.
Yeah. Wet dry brush, as we said last week. Which confused Snooglyphin.
Wet dry brush? What?
What the fuck are you on about, mate?
Seven all on.
Okay. Let's see if we can spread that around a bit more. Make sure there's nothing pooling big time. I just want it in the crevices, not everywhere. Nice! The ginger wizards having a little snore. Not the ginger wizard, the grey wizard.
I was about to say it's either Ginger Cloud or the Grey Wizard.
Yeah. Ginger Cloud just upside down. Flat out. Okay, let's go for the Fenrisian Grey next.
Go for Venus.
Go for the deck!
Where's the dick?
Alright then. That's way too much paint. Let's just try and smear as much off as I can. Whoop. Like I'm used to getting like a big old blob out just so that I can. I've definitely got enough paint to do the whole area, but when you're just doing lines, you don't need that much. Okay, go a line there. Sweet. Don't actually think there was any Slanesh on the legs on that bit. Never mind. Like, I'm trying to get the lines as like thin as possible whilst being visible, and when the colours are this similar to the base colour, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah. It always is.
Yeah. Okay.
Got a bit of happiness with these models.
Oh yeah.
Alright, remove the shields.
Oh yes.
I can actually get in and underneath the bits that I need to.
Make it a bit easier.
Damn right.
Damn fucking right.
You damn right. There are some of these close combat boys who don't have shields, those just have to work with what they got.
Yeah. Okay. That's too much there. Oops. I hate when you touch the thing that you're trying to paint. Just gotta keep that at a weird angle so I can actually see where I'm painting. Lovely. It's beefy riff, that, bloody hell. Devil May Cry 5 soundtrack. I will have to play through that at some point. I do own Devil May Cry 5. I've played a bit of it, but I haven't played much of it. Kind of want to do like all of the Devil May Cry games.
Maybe a beginning for after you've done Spice Marine.
Yeah. Space Marines so far very fun. It's one of those games where you just don't want to put it down.
Honestly, I think you're about, well, where I left you.
Yeah.
At the, you'd just done the train.
Yeah.
I think you're actually about quarter of the way through it already.
Well, the way where we left it was when we'd just done the sky section.
Oh, when you're flying, yeah, in the Valkyrie.
Yeah, and we'd just gotten to the other side of that.
Almost in the research facility.
Yeah, basically. So that's where I'm up to.
Nice. With the stone boys.
Yeah, shooting them with a pain in the arse. It was a fun section though. I had a good laugh with it.
One of the big things that I remember from like all of the adverts for it and the trailers was around about that point you were supposed to have a almost like a one-on-one with an orc death dread.
Oh yeah.
And that never turned up in the proper game.
Yeah.
Which was a bit of a shame, but
they probably just couldn't make the fight work, you know. Just the mechanics of it. Yeah, the limitations on that.
The likelihood is you would have needed to have had the las cannon.
Yeah, which I have got. Oh, well, I say have got. They've just taken it off me, but
Aww.
I did have it. It's like, no, you're back to your stalker bolter. You peon.
Yeah, because the last cannon was essentially a super sniper rifle.
Yeah.
It's like, let's zoom in, and that no longer exists.
Yeah.
And this no longer exists.
Oh, what? You think you're a hard nut, do you? Oh, well, now you have no head.
Because as we know, las cannons are anti-tank weapons.
Aye.
Not supposed to be used against infantry, but
Why the hell not?
destroy the filthy Xenos. By any means necessary.
Exactly. Not that effective against. I think they're that effective on the tabletop game nowadays, are they? Because everyone's got wounds and stuff, don't they?
The las cannons are super effective on the tabletop.
Oh, are they against infantry?
They do like D6 damage when they hit something.
Oh shit, okay.
So they have the ability to do a lot of damage to even singular units.
That's a lot of damage!
That's a lot of damage! Their armour penetration value is very, very good.
Yeah.
So it does reduce things armour to paper.
Damn.
Because I think they have AP -3.
Yeah.
Which technically means if you're a standard Space Marine, you need to roll a 6 to stop the wound. And if you don't, then whoever fires it rolls a d6, and if they get 2 or more, you're dead.
Ah, no.
Because normal Space Marines have 2 wounds now.
Hey, it makes sense.
They are
Makes sense
tougher.
to be able to just disintegrate someone with
a las
giant
cannon.
fucking anti-tank weapon.
Yep.
It's like when they had the elephant gun in fucking Call of Duty. Yeah.
Delete that guy.
Just one shot kill. But like, it took an age to reload the damn thing.
What's an elephant gun? This is originally essentially just designed to take down an elephant.
Yeah. Take down an elephant in one hit.
One bullet to the dome.
Oh, was there a person there? I didn't notice.
I think somebody might have gotten in the way. You see, I pulled a trigger and that elephant's still alive. But there's a red mark where something used to be.
Nom nom nom.
I think it was.
Ooh.
And that's in the big horde mode. The last cannon wasn't wasn't particularly useful in most situations.
Yeah, I mean that's mainly because
It's an anti-tank gun.
Mm-hmm. And it's way too slow to be useful.
But the thing is, it was very, very useful for taking out knobs and war bosses.
Take out the knob.
But the problem with that is there was only really one level which had an abundance of knobs and war bosses.
Yeah.
And you had to fight your way through a vast horde of douchebags first before you reached the wave when they started appearing.
Alright. Oh, me dry brush is a little bit stiff here. There we go.
Gotta get him excited.
Right, dry brush in the skin tone. Trying not to get the cloth in any way.
Yeah, I can be a little more slapdash with my current thing, because all I need to do is go over the gold bits.
Yeah, I mean, because I've done it in the right order, I can be pretty careless. so I don't need to worry about destroying anything that I've already done. But yeah, I just don't want to have to go over the cloth again. So that's about all I need to worry about. So it's a pretty good effect, actually. Not 100% sure that these faces are 100% dry.
No.
But you know what? The effect is has been quite good. Yeah, I'm much happier with those faces than I was the last lot. Nice.
You're advancing your skills. You're developing.
Yeah, let's get the camera sorted so I can show you. I'll turn the light off so it's not like blinding you.
Destroying the eyeballs at close proximity.
Yeah, I think I need a little bit of light, just not all of it. Because if I put it on like fully up, it's actually no, you can sort of see. Need to move it back a bit. So yeah, maybe dim it a tiny bit. There you go.
Looking good, sir. Looking good.
Got those heads looking pretty good. The hands are looking pretty nice as well.
Hands?
Yeah, check them hands out, man. Yeah, bro. Got some good definition in the skin there.
Is that how you remember every single Imperial Guardsman's name? They're all just called Hands.
Hey, Hans!
Yes, sir! Everybody turns and looks. Good.
Alright, let's just... So this dry brush is out for the count now because it's wet. I'm just cleaning it. So I've got to use my other dry brush for the second dry brush colour, which is Ethereum Blue. And that's used on the... I need to put the bloody light up again so I can see what I'm doing. There we go.
The light of the Emperor shines upon you, brother.
Bravo!
Brother!
And because this is actually proper proper dry brush paint, like it's basically a sponge.
Yeah. Sponge soaked in whatever it is.
Yeah, I can be quite careless with the dabbing. Just keep putting layer on layer on, layer upon layer, until oh, there's a little bit too much there.
You get the required effect.
Yep.
I can put layer upon layer on it. Wait, too much?
No, so I think I did a double dab there, so it's a little bit too...
Double dipping?
Yeah.
What?
Double dip.
Twist the dip?
Grab his dip and twist it. Okay, there we go. We get some decent definition on the cloth there. That's nice. And then finally, that's a bit much on that one, I think.
It's like, I'm sure I've missed something on this model, and then I'm staring at, like, his chest plate.
Yeah.
And that is the bit that I've missed.
Oh no.
Oh no, I've still got the blue out, so I haven't, like, gone down my usual path of shutting it, getting out a different colour, and then going, like...
Damn! Yeah, at least you're not like that today.
It was like, there's something not quite right about this guy. And it's not that this motherfucker looked like Cat Dog.
Cat Dog!
hold on, wait a minute, something not right. This motherfucker look like cat dog. Have you seen that glorious, glorious clip of Florida man talking about drugs?
I don't actually know. You know, I probably haven't because I don't recognise it. I just remember the show Cat Dog.
Yeah, I remember the show Cat Dog. Essentially, it's like a CNN or whatever news station interviewing a guy about drugs in his local community.
Yeah.
I'll get the video and link it to you afterwards.
Thank you.
Just
Definitely want
because.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will have no context whenever I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, something not right.
Okay, there you go. Dry brushing done. Right, I think next is leather colour. And then... where's my leather gone? There it is. Steel Legion Drab! So yeah, it's just Steel Legion Drab, Mechanical Standard Grey, Lead Belcher, and I honestly think that's it. And because I've got no weird and wonderful stuff to do on these models, it is just literally...
they're all just dudes.
yeah, they're all just spods.
None of them are special guys, so you don't have to spend time putting cables in or...
Yeah. I may be able to bosh these off.
I'd botch them off. Lucky God.
Yeah. I don't know. I might be able to knock them out in one go. I might not. It might be a case of finishing them off next week. I should be able to get the majority done. And if I do that, I will next week I'll finish them off and then crack on with one of my individual models. Got two of them at the moment.
Commissar and Targaryen.
Yeah.
Sorry, Torgaryen. Garrigan.
Yeah.
The Imperial Fist guy with a huge fist and the gun on his shoulder.
Yes.
I actually think he is currently the essentially the Grandmaster of the Phalanx.
Nice.
People who don't know, the Phalanx is the largest spacefaring vessel, like one of the largest spacefaring vessels the Imperium has at its disposal.
It is the that's technically the Imperial Fist's home world, isn't it?
Technically, it's the Imperial Fist sort of like fortress monastery.
Yeah,
it essentially rivals the same size as the Dark Angels fortress monastery, which is built on the remains of their planet.
Yeah.
With engines stuck to it.
Oh, hello, Fern. How are you getting on? Hold on a minute. Something's not right.
Something's not right.
I need context for this. I need to see that video.
Give me a moment. What I'm gonna bring it up on the Google Pool, and then I'll have to link it to you directly, and then you'll understand.
Okay.
Okay. Lord, Rita, Man, and Catwalk. There it is.
Motherfucking cat dog. How are you tonight, Emma? I hope you are well.
There is the day, because I'll link it straight to you directly.
Nice. And then I can watch it live if you want.
It's quite old now actually, but it's still a glorious, glorious golden boy.
For fuck's sake, come on.
Ah, there we go. Sorted, it is linked.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah, indeed it is. this motherfucker like a nightcap dog.
Burns okay. Just going to be nipped back and forth whilst you're making yourself some cheese on toast. Nice.
Oh, jealous.
Yeah. I'm jealous of toast. I'm not allowed toast. I'm not allowed bread. We're currently on a diet in this house. My wonderful fiance, who it's currently our anniversary today.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, anniversary of meeting.
It's like, the anniversary, let's go on a diet.
Yeah, kind of. No, we've been trying to do this diet for like a week now, so... Yeah, it's the keto diet, which means we're got to eat lots of fat, lots of meat, vegetables, not much else.
It's more just a cut down of carbs.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're not allowed to have any carbs, basically. So hence the Diet Coke rather than the full fat stuff. And not allowed potato, basically not allowed root vegetables. Yeah, nothing starchy. Not allowed beans. I miss baked beans. I think when this diet's over,
you're just gonna have a giant tin of beans, just
fucking
cold beans.
Beans on toast.
Beans on beans on beans. You're just eating out of the tin. You get one of those catering packs of beans, which is like an oil drum.
Yeah.
Full of beans.
Yeah, beans on toast is what I'm gonna get as my success meal. Once we've finished this diet, once we've actually lost a bit of weight.
Nobody approaches you after that point in time.
Oh, you know I'm not that bad.
Entire diet of just beans, nothing else.
Beans and sprouts. Nom nom. And cabbage.
Oh, veggie.
Yeah. It still wouldn't be as bad as you on fridge milkshakes.
There's a reason for that.
This is true.
Because it's like adding rocket fuel to something that's already relatively windy.
Slightly lactose intolerant. All of the bad insides.
All of the hilarious parts of lactose intolerance. None of the actual serious bits.
Yeah.
So I get very, very gassy, very, very poopy. But none of the horrible, things that come with serious like allergies and illnesses.
Yeah. I mean, technically, if you want to keep... if you want to make sure that the lactose intolerance stays like that, you need to keep drinking it, You need to keep having lactose. Eventually, your body will develop the immunity to it. I think that's what happened with me and my egg allergy. Like, in uni, I discovered mayonnaise was a thing. And I didn't know it was egg until, like... My mum was like, what are you doing with eating mayonnaise? I was like, because it's delicious. She's like, well, it's egg. And I was like, what? Is it?
Yes.
I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'm not allergic to egg anymore.
Or at least partially processed egg.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can eat egg now, like a fried egg. I just I don't know whether it's like more of a side effect of my taste being developed over the years, but I can't eat cold egg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, an egg and cress sandwich is my idea of bomb. I can't imagine eating it. Like, if I'm gonna have an egg, I need it to be fried. I need it to be like freshly boiled. Like a piping hot egg.
Eggs.
Like, I can't eat omelette like the day after. Like, some people treat it like pizza. You know, it's like, some people are like, oh, it's better the day after when it's cold. No.
No.
I'd rather eat the inside of a goat's anus.
Cold.
Yes, cold.
Cold goat's anus. Next level.
Okay, that set of paint dried up. Another blob to come, but not as big.
Way.
What? Ah, there we go. It's this one.
Fresh and zesty.
Hot, fresh, and out of the kitchen. Making penis-shaped biscuits.
So there we go. And I'll just paint that little dabba-dee-dabba-da. Dabba-dee-dabba-da.
Back for a second. No worries. Must be a real military operation, that cheese on toast. You do it with, like, pure military precision.
Just gotta make sure that it essentially doesn't combust.
Yeah.
Like that halloumi that was on that barbecue during the birthdayness.
Yeah.
Which just set on fire.
We just,
But
you know,
no.
we leave Badger at the grill for, like, a minute.
Hey, it wasn't me who was dealing with it. I was not the grill master. I was not the grill master.
I handed you the tongs with it, just keep an eye on that. And I went for a piss.
You handed me the tongs and said, you know, get it off when it looks ready, and I picked it up as soon as it combusted.
Not ready, not ready, not ready, not ready. Oh, it's on fire now. Okay, that's
Wait.
probably done.
It hadn't been on there for very long, it just set on fire instantly. Who would have thought it?
Oh.
Squeaky cheese would have been so aggressively flammable. Anyway, I'm pretty good at barbecuing things.
Clearly.
Just obviously not halloumi.
Very well done halloumi.
You gotta kill it till the squeak falls out.
That's how a dog does his food.
Yeah, you gotta cook it till the squeak falls out. Which actually reminds me, I've got halloumi in the fridge.
Nice.
Oof, I should have me some of that, but not too much.
Yeah.
Because the last time I essentially ate an entire... Do you really call it a block of halloumi?
More a blob.
A squeak of halloumi.
Yeah. A sliver of halloumi, because it only comes in, like, very small amounts.
Oh no, it's just... This is actually like a reasonable sized chunk.
Nice. And again, anything less than 300 grams of cheese is just a portion.
Not worth it.
A portion of halloumi.
Get the cheese police on you soon.
Yeah.
The Illuminati.
Oh! Someone clip that. He OD'd on halloumi. Is that a warning, Dave? Don't leave Badger in charge of a barbecue? Absolutely. It will just end up on fire. Oh, glorious. That was excellent punnage. Well done. Applause. Applause for Badger. My camera's doing weird things. There you go.
What, on my side?
The Illuminati. Oh, hang on. The Halloumi. The Halloumiati. What?
I think she may have missed out the N.
Ah.
The Illuminati.
Yes.
Okay, let's have a look and see what needs to be done. I know what needs to be done. I need to get the belts painted.
Yes, that's what I'm doing at the minute on my guys. Some belt paintage. I need to paint the bottom just to thinly paint a bit on the brush. Fuck, that was close.
Painting the bottom.
No, I just because I was doing a large section, I was being a little bit careless and I nearly just splooshed everywhere.
So you're saying you nearly splooshed all over the bottom?
Yes.
Nah.
For now.
Nah.
Yes. The end went for a wonder. BRB. Jeez, she's really paying attention to that cheese. This is where she completely sets it on fire and blames you for it.
Just walks through and it's just combusts.
Yeah.
On its own.
Badger, the decarbonator of drinks, the incinerator of cheese. All cheese will be burned to a crisp in Badger's name. He's not arguing. It is true. It is correct.
But I can't argue against it.
It's a factual statement.
How could I argue against the truth?
Incinerate the cheese. After all these years, the truth comes out. It was a deliberate act. A deliberate act by the Illuminati. Trying to think of a pun for Inquisition now. The FBI.
The FBI.
Oh, that was bad.
I highly approve of it. Could have also had the BRIA.
Yeah. Oof. Trying to get this bloody these straps done.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on the strappy bits I've got at the moment.
Just trying not to go over any of the cloth work while I'm doing it. Okay, a bit more paint on the brush, please. Oh, Fern is back. How did the cheese on toast go? Has it been burned? Or have you saved it from the Illuminati? Nope, it's perfect. Excellent. Good stuff. a little bit careless, that.
No, I just realised I've forgotten some blue bits. No.
Oh, it's Huffy Coffee 2021. I believe that is a mention. Hello, sir. Banger Uni sucks, so does Warhammer. The people want scantily clad OnlyFans models ASMR. Greetings, good sir. How are you? Welcome in. Been a while since we've seen you at Paint Club, mate.
Well, we used to have a scantily clad ASMR OnlyFans girl, but you seem to have not joined us today.
Yes. Oh! You're busy as
But,
hell. Nice. Go ahead, man. Yeah, it's been a mental few months, man. I was out with our Tom in Liverpool a couple of weeks ago. We'll have to go out at some point. I'll have to see about arranging something. Oh no, yeah, it would cock up the cameras. Feel free to paint along with us though. What are you painting tonight, mate? Not time for paint, Dr. Jones.
Where's Dr. Jones? Oh, nice.
You've been playing Warhammer Total War 2 quite a bit. Nice. Yeah. I don't mind a bit of Total War. I just, I find it is, I want one game or the other, and it's like two games in one. You know what I mean, Total War wise.
Yeah, you either want the city builder or the army.
Yeah, I either want a Civilization style game or I want the real-time strategy. And I know that there is the option just to do like the real-time strategy battles, but that's not how you're supposed to play it.
Technically, you can just skip the battles. Essentially, you could just say auto fight.
Yeah, and you can just do skirmishes if you want to just do the real-time strategy. To be honest, I think that's what I would want. Almost complete the long campaign with the Skaven, nice. I got on Total War on Warhammer Total War 1. I got to sort of the end game of a dwarf campaign. Like it was at the point where the
Chaos was attacking.
It wasn't the chaos. It was the vampire counts, I think. And as soon as they came onto the board, basically everything died. And yeah, I died horribly. Or was it chaos that came on? It might have been.
It's usually the if I remember correctly, you got about 700 turns.
Yeah.
Ish, and then the Chaos hordes attacked from the north.
Yes, that's it. And yeah, the Chaos... yeah, the Vampire Counts was the one I was fighting at the time when they arrived. And then they all just died immediately, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh no. Something's coming for me. And they did. They came hard. So yeah, it's... and at that point I was just like, well, I'm fucked because I can't win any of these battles, so I just ended the campaign there.
Already been exhausted by the combat.
Yeah. Oh, you attempted to stream the campaign, but you can't be asked. Well, you know, streaming's not for everyone, dude. If it's not for you, that's fine. But if you were to stream it, I would definitely watch.
It's a very long-winded stream as well for those kind of things. Unless you've already got like a specific tactic that you want to push, then streaming those long campaigns is a lot of effort.
It's a slog. I tend to stick more to the quicker games like Space Marine. which I'm currently doing in Let's Play off, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I think I'm also going to have to do Dawn of War campaign, because Beardbow suggested that. I think he wants to do a multiplayer stream rather than a Let's Play of it, which is just as well, because you know that's probably 5 hours rather than 50 hours.
Oh yeah. Oh, stream the GTA remake.
Oh, Dawn of War multiplayer, count Machin in. Well, you know, you've got to be around first. I've popped it in the Discord if you want to sort of say, yes, I'm up for that. I reckon it'll be... depending on the numbers and stuff, I might make it a weekend stream, because I know that people are more available on weekends.
They are. So...
Oh yeah, and Beardbow was like, we've got to get Badger in, so I think it has to be either a Sunday or a Monday. But I couldn't replace Paint Club, so it'd have to be like daytime Monday. But yeah, I think probably a Sunday.
It also really depends on if I'm off or not, really.
Yeah.
If I'm off during the week,
oh yeah, that's true.
Then we could throw down on one night, but I'm gonna have to get it reinstalled again.
Yeah, Sam. It's not a huge game. It'd only take like an hour or so, I reckon.
Oh, yeah, well, it's not a huge game for like one of them, but there's about 50 of them.
There are 6. I think 6. Is it 5 or 6? I think it's actually 5.
You've got the original Dawn of War.
Yep, you got Winter Assault.
Winter Assault. Then you've got
Soulstorm and Dark Crusade
and Soulstorm. So there's like 5 of them.
Yeah, there's 4 main installments, and I think there's a...
The small one was Winter Assault, essentially. Winter Assault put in just the Imperial Guard and the little campaign that went with it.
Yeah, that was a really fun campaign. I enjoyed that one. Mainly because it was Imperial Guard. And you know I love my Imperial Guard.
Oh, I know you love your Imperial boys. I love the Imperial boys, which is why I play them a ridiculous quantity on that.
Yeah.
What's that you say?
Which Dawn of War you're talking? You've got Dawn of War 1 and the expansions. Yeah, that's it. That's what we were talking about. Because I wouldn't touch Dawn of War 2 or 3 with a long pole. Because they're shit.
Dawn of War 2's multiplayer was like the last stand thing, the arena with the 3 heroes, and I loved that.
Yeah,
that was really, really good.
Fern's up for it. I think we'd probably, you know what would be a really fun, game? Imperium of Man versus Xenos.
What's that you say?
Dirty, filthy Xenos.
Everybody else just plays orcs. Suddenly, the screen is awash with them.
Yeah. Either that, or we could have like a freeway where it's like
for now
2 players play either Space Marines or Imperial Guard, 2 players play orcs, 2 players play Eldar or Chaos.
For chaos!
For chaos! It could work, man. It could work. We could make it work. It'd be good. Anyway, so we've got Fern in. Machin, you're in. Because I know that Machin's totally up for that. Badger, if you're off on a Wednesday night at any point. Beardbow's in. If he's not working.
We could potentially, well, depending, I'll see what it's like this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could probably get Snoogliffin in and Richard.
The thing is, I might have the potential of having next week off.
Oh, okay.
So I will have to check the calendar to see if my holidays have actually been approved.
Cool. So
if not, then you know this all goes out the window. But
yeah, if you've got that week off, I'll see what day Beardbow is free because he's the one who suggested it. and then I'll put the date into the Discord, and we will see who is joining us, and we'll have a big old brawl. That'll be a good time.
I promise I won't be the Imperial Guard.
But I want my Imperial Guard, bro.
I have to not be the Imperial Guard for one reason.
Because the game will never end.
Exactly. Turtle down, and there will be no. They will hold the line. There shall be nothing that gets through.
None shall pass. Me and you will just end up making that like glorious like single base, and one of us will just use basilisks just to like turn anything that tries to come near us into paste, whilst the other one just like builds turrets to.
Oh, the thing is, right, what would occur is essentially both of us would build 3 basilisks each.
Yeah.
Which means that's 6 basilisks raining hell on anything that approaches. Then one of us could use all of our infantry units just on heavy weapons teams.
Oh.
And if the heavy weapons teams are entirely made up of autocannons or las cannons, nothing else gets close. Because anything that flies through the sky gets reaped by autocannon fire, and any vehicles that come close get reaped by las cannons.
Yep.
Just a pew, 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 pew.
And then, like, eventually, it will be the Bane Blade!
Bane! We could have 2 of them.
2 Bane Blades. Oh.
Two Bane Blades.
Brother, I am pinned here. I'm doing the sound drop.
Brother.
Oh. Why is that not working?
It might not work due to this setup that you've got for
Yeah,
paint.
maybe. Let's have a look. Where's it gone? Damn it! No, it's my soundboard's not working.
It's not set up for. It's not set up for Paint Club.
Boo!
Brother.
Hey, Dave, the racist. Apparently, I'm a racist.
Oh yeah.
We're just discussing the Dawn of War multiplayer stream that you have inquired about. Badger is potentially free if he's off next week. So
Not this week.
Not this week. Next
the
week.
week that's like the 15th.
All right, the week of the 15th, and we will work out when you're working, and we'll get a game going. Fern said she's in if she's free. Our mate Machin, who's also in chat, says he will join us. He's a dirty chaos boy. Or at least he was back in uni. He's probably, I think he's got a Titans now, but I don't think you can play as the Skitari, can you?
No, not on that. The only Mechanicus units that are in Dawn of War are the Engineers. Are the Engineers?
Yeah.
The Imperial Guard. Because it's going to take me a moment.
Oh, Beardbow. Yes, that was a bit of a faux pas last night.
Yes.
My apologies to go to CDU Black Ace, as I mispronounced his name, because my brain added a letter that wasn't there.
It dropped the F, that's what it did.
Yeah. It was an F-bomb, for sure. Fun times.
Brother.
But we all have a laugh here, you know.
Of course we do. We know there's no malicious intent.
Indeed. And he's not unfollowed, so I don't think he's taking any offence to it, happily. Right. Let's get these guardsmen gone. This will be possibly my final ever unit of guardsmen that I'll paint.
Until next time.
Until I... You might be sick. Oh, do you know what? I don't think I've got chatbot open. Is that why the thing's not working, I wonder?
Possibly.
Let me
It's
get
usually-
chat bot open.
Get chat bar open and then hammer that button, yo.
I shall.
Brother! Bum, 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 bum.
What's going on, Dave?
Brother, I am pinned here! No. I am pinned here! No.
There we go. Soundboard's working and chatbot is on. Please feel free to use it.
Grab his dick and twist it! Twist that dick! Twist his dick! Oh, dick twist!
That is the best soundbite. Grab his dick and twist it. So yeah, I think that's going to be a really fun stream. I reckon I'll probably be knocked out really early.
Then you will spectate.
Yeah. Essentially, with my armies, it's either I get knocked out really early, or I get given the opportunity to armadillo, and then I'm there for the long haul, and it can end up as a stalemate. We'd have to have a time limit, I think, just to make sure that a stalemate, you know, doesn't just end up being an endless game.
An inevitability.
Yeah. I think a 5-hour limit is probably okay for a game. It means that the stream won't go on for more than 5 hours. Right.
Force people to be more proactive.
I mean, 5 hours, plenty of turtle time. I don't think proactive is the word. But like at the end, when it comes to like 20 minutes left, it'll stop, you know, it'll get interesting. Any lads? Was just a quick visit off to bed. Your early start in the morning. No worries, dude. Thank you so much, Beardbo.
Worries.
Thanks for stopping by, mate.
We love you.
We do. You are appreciated, dude. Okay. I've whilst editing videos, I've realised that I say that a lot at the moment.
What?
I just like break a silence by saying okay, and now that I've pointed it out, it's going to annoy everyone. But it's been annoying me, so you can share my annoyance.
I break the silence of everything that I do just by starting to sing randomly.
Oh, speaking of singing, how's the pirate raft coming?
It's slowly coming together. I'm trying to construct it at this moment. It's trying to get the choruses, or the chorus and the verses together in a good enough way.
You're saying chorus and verse. Are you sure it's a rap and not a song?
It might be a song like a rap.
Okay.
It may be a song sung like a rap.
Okay, we go. Done it again.
Okay.
Right, got mechanical standard grey here going on, and then once the mechanical standard grey goes on, assuming it goes on neatly, all I'm going to have to do is the lead belcher, and then I'm ready to stick them together. And I think
Right.
it's just tidying up.
I, on the other hand, still have washes to do, the highlights to do.
Yeah.
But
Mate, how long have we been going? Like, I even... Like, what-
it's currently 8:30, so at least 1 hour 45 minutes.
yeah, so we've got, depending on how long you want to go on for, we've got probably about half an hour left.
Yeah.
Is that the one I'm painting? Yes, it is. Wouldn't matter if it wasn't. Okay. Done it again. I hate it. I hate it when you notice something about yourself that does your head in, you know what I mean? Like, I've made peace with the fact that I've got a very, very slight lisp. But little annoying sort of repetitive phrases I need to knock out off my my lexicon.
I think I should be good to start. Washing these things very shortly.
Nice. Ooh, saw on your Instagram. Your Badger boys are amazing.
I love them. I love
Yeah,
those
man.
badges.
I was hoping you'd be painting the final one on your paint stream last week, but the paint stream sort of went by the wayside, didn't it?
It did, because I was dead.
Yeah,
I was pretty dead at the time.
yeah.
So I do apologise that that did not actually occur.
That's fine. It happens, dude. Never apologise about life getting in the way.
Running on empty.
Yeah. Great, really good song by Fucked Up, talking about basically that whole thing. You know, that the feeling of just being empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on an album called David Comes to Life. I think it's David Comes to Life anyway. If Snooglyphin's in, he'll probably correct me if I'm wrong. Running on Nothing, it's called, the song.
Shield washed. All the shields washed.
Look at June.
Ooh.
Doom Tune.
Oh. Always a tune.
Aye. Some are more tunish than others. I always wanted to do like a really sort of heavy guitar song, and just like add in. Do you remember? Do you know on Gears of War the boomers?
Yeah.
You know how they say boom every
Yeah.
time they shoot? Well, in the first couple of games, it sounds like they're saying tune.
Tune.
And I wanted to just have that, just a tune. That would have been a cool song. But I wasn't able to get a good recording of the noise at the time, because I was trying to record from like a CRT TV into a PS2 microphone.
Not good.
Yeah, now with like screen capture, I could probably get a really good one and make that a reality.
Go back and get your tune.
Exactly.
Well, I'm onto the washing stage, so
Alright. Probably just download all the sound files as well. They probably exist somewhere on the internet. Okay. done it again. Just getting these rifles done, and then it's on to the armour, I think. I've done the shoulder pads. Just gonna get the rifles. I just need to be careful around the hands so I don't have to go back over in flesh colour.
You've got to be careful around hands.
Oh, they're all called hands. We've already established this.
They're very sensitive.
The whole army is a sensitive lot. You need to just walk on eggshells while you're trying to give them orders. Be careful around hands.
It's a little edgy today.
Yeah.
That's not Hans, that's Hans. Terribly sorry, Hans. I'm not Hans, I'm Hans. And thus the cycle repeats.
Until eventually just a commissar comes and just shoots everyone because it's bad for morale.
Exactly. I forgot to do some red. God damn it, Badger.
Oh no. Did you forget to do some red a while ago? And you've already put the paint away.
Well, I have already put the paint away.
Standard Badger behaviour.
But to be honest, if I've got this red out, then there is something else that I need to paint that is red.
Fair enough. Not a wasted trip then.
No, not a wasted trip.
Okay, this bolter is... These bolters are not bolters, fucking hell, las guns. God, imagine an Imperial Guardsman holding a bolter.
Gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, they need a fucking tripod. Is there an Imperial Guardsman who holds a bolter, I wonder?
There is Gunnery Sergeant Harker, who pretty much one-hands a trimmed-down heavy bolter.
Oh, okay.
Essentially,
Is he an Ogren by any chance?
No, he's not an Ogren, though.
What?
That's the thing, he's just a big chungus of a dude.
Dude!
He's like, ah! he is essentially one stage. He is like the action version of Rambo rather than Sly Marbo version of Rambo.
Huh.
So Gunnery Sergeant Harker does actually like almost one hand a heavy boulder.
Yeah.
And it even says in the law that he's very, very sort of like weird for being able to do that.
Yeah.
Purely because he's an unaltered human who can
wield basically a ton of
hold a heavy boulder, essentially.
Damn, it's like holding a car with one hand.
I think the gun's got a special name as well, you know.
Yeah.
There's like one of these things where it's like Helga or all that.
Yeah, I think one of the characters in Gaunt's Ghosts, I think his name's Colm. I can't remember his second name. Colm's, it begins with C. It's like one of those CC names. But yeah, he can hold heavy weaponry. He's a big boy. But I think he has used a bolter, but I don't think a heavy bolter without a tripod. You know, it's ridiculous. I think at one point in the story he did have a las cannon that he sort of dragged across a battlefield. I don't think he could hold it comfortably though. Was it a melter cannon? I can't remember.
Let's have a look. Sergeant Harker. Yes, that's English. The heavy boulder is called Payback.
Oh, nice.
And
I love a weapon with a name.
He's a Catachan sergeant. All Catachans have a reputation for being tough, but Harker is perhaps the hardest of them all. is a giant of a man, and his large frame covered with slabs of muscle and sinew. His strength is such that he carries his heavy boulder as easily as a normal man may carry a rifle.
Dang, son. It's a big boy.
He is a chunky boy.
He's a big chungus.
Yep. He is a big beefy man.
Nice.
He carries his gun in a glorious fashion.
You do. Snoogleven! Sisters of Battle use bolt guns.
Yeah, but they also have power armor.
Yes, they do. They're not altered though, are they?
No Sister of Battle is an altered human. They are just bog standard. They just get to use like their own special variant of power armor.
Yeah. The power armor is like got an exoskeleton in it, I'm assuming, that will help them to carry that sort of load.
Yes. Power armor is essentially a big exosuit.
Yeah. Power armor doesn't make them stronger, just more resilient, apparently. Oh, is there going to be a disagreement?
All power armors improve the ability of the wearer. Obviously, the one that they wear isn't like as useful as the Space Marines one, because Sisters of Battle don't have the black carapace. So they actually have to support a lot more of the weight of the suit.
Yeah.
Which is why it doesn't seem like they're much stronger than anybody else, but they are improved by it, not to the same extent as Space Marines.
Okay.
That's why Inquisitors also have power armor that
Yes.
it makes them tougher and stronger.
Anyway, welcome in, Snow. How are you getting on, mate? I hope you're well. If you're painting, what are you painting?
These nuts.
Indeed.
What's a walkie boys?
Oh man. Just trying to get this painted without painting anything else. Where am I? Okay, that's good. Sweet. Alright, I think that sprues standard grade on. Now, onto the armour. The torso armour. Fisting dicks. Bollocks. Painted something I didn't need to paint. Ow.
That fucking nailed it.
Spot on. Why did I do the second one, not the first one? Oh, just an idiot. That's why. That is why. Just starting on the second bloody torso. There's reasons. Thank you for that, puppy.
It's just like a barge.
She just did a very loud yawn.
So this one is the only one that isn't.
Oh, I couldn't have gotten away with that with the non synthetic brush. I find the synthetic brush is very forgiving in tight spaces. Apart from then when I just made a mistake.
For now.
Indeed.
I still have black to work with. But that can be done once I have washed the model. And I should be getting close to finishing these 4 dudes. Well, I'll say 4 dudes, there's actually a missus in here as well.
Alright.
Because the Stormcast are everybody essentially.
Well, yeah, I mean, technically, there are female Imperial Guardsmen.
There are. And the newest of the Guardsman box sets allows you to make those.
Yes. Which means I probably will have to get hold of some of them. And paint more Guardsmen.
Paint more, but never have enough Guardsmen. Just like never have enough Orcs, just like never have enough Tyranids.
True that. I do want to get the 3rd Lehman Russ though before I get another squad.
So you can have your nice tasty Lehman Russ.
The trio of Lehman Russes to lead the army.
Well, you've already got one which is the Vanquisher variant with a long barrel.
Yep.
You've got essentially your standard tank just with a longer range.
Yeah.
You've got your anti-infantry variant, which is your Punisher.
Yep.
So what you need...
I need one that's got the giant plasma cannon on it, do you reckon?
The Eradicator. That may just work.
Yeah. Lots of options, bit of variety, you know?
You just have to buy yourself another one with the Punisher variant in it, because that's the hull with the
okay.
plasma cannon on it. Hull with the cannon on it.
But I do have this bad boy down here. Oh, I just knocked one of me guardsmen over. This Vindicator down here. I've still got to build that, which I will do. Did I just drop a load of paint on me? Hopefully not. Okay.
Terribly unfortunate.
How unfortunate. Okay, which way am I going? This one. Gotcha. Oh, there's a lot of paint on here. Need to be real fucking careful. That paint's blobbing. I need to get rid of some of it. It's better. Trying to get the neckline without going over any of the cloth. Kinda did. I think I went over the went over a bit of the leather though. Overcompensated the other way.
Well, the leather is just the leather, so you can be a bit more forgiving with that.
It's an easier colour to go over it, I suppose. Right. The 2 breastplates finished. Just doing this one here. Yes. Definitely going to be getting, I think, some more Space Marines next. Like in terms of just basic squads. I've already got a set of assault. Is it intercessors? Is it?
Yeah, assault intercessors.
Yeah, which honestly I thought that was what the basic squads had turned into, but apparently not.
No, the standard squads are just intercessors.
Oh, okay.
You've got intercessors, then you've got heavy intercessors, and you've got assault intercessors. It's really, really weirdly confusing because essentially one of them is the standard squad.
Yeah.
With the bolt rifles. Obviously, the assault intercessors are just guys with chainswords.
Yeah.
And pistoles, and the heavy intercessors have the the heavy bolt rifles. So they're like a much bigger, chunkier bolt rifle that looks more like a heavy bolter.
Alright, okay. Not quite a storm bolter though.
No, it's not a storm bolter, not at all.
Fuck's sake. Trying to get the light at the same time as being able to paint accurately.
Then you go into some of the other variations. So you've got the Eradicators, which are the dedicated sort of anti-tank guys who have the melter guns. Then you've got the Hellblasters, who are all just armed with plasma guns, essentially. And then you have the Aggressors, which are pretty much Primaris Terminators, because they come with dual power fists and then either a missile launcher on their back and flamethrowers, or essentially storm bolters with the gauntlets.
Yeah. So the Space Marines have changed completely since I used to collect them back in the day.
Well, the Primaris is essentially like Space Marines Plus.
Okay.
You can still get standard Space Marine squads.
Leave her alone, boys, bear.
And the only things that have really changed on those are the weapon loadouts, because now you have essentially the gravity guns.
Gravity guns?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, they brought back those weapons.
You say brought back? I didn't even know they had them.
Oh yes, way back in the day, they had them.
Before my time, by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's kind of close to like first edition and specialist games like Space Crusade.
Okay.
Had those guns in, and now they are in the standard squads again.
Huh. Damn.
And they're pretty horrific lore-wise.
Yeah.
Because they essentially just fire a beam of gravity singularity.
Basically a black hole gun.
Almost. There are Titan level weapons which are more appropriately classed as black hole guns. To be honest, actually, the gravity bombard on the Leviathan Dreadnought is a black hole gun.
Okay.
It's such a massive version of the little gravity rifles that Space Marines can carry that it literally just goes, I've hit you with this concentrated beam of, oh, you've imploded. Whoops.
You don't exist anymore. You have no mass.
You are now a super condensed Imperial Guardsman. Just add water.
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm having second thoughts about going back to the Space Marines now, because there's so much changed that I just don't understand the units anymore. Like, there's three different kinds of Dreadnought now, what the fuck?
But there's like 4 different kinds of Dreadnought.
Well, there's 3 different models you can buy.
There's 3,
3 kits you can buy, anyway.
That's just the standard Dreadnought. There's 3 different kits for the standard Dreadnought. One is obviously the Siegebreaker. The other one is the Venerable variant, which is just slightly harder than a standard one. And also more ostentatious with all the shiny bits on. And then you've just got your bog standard Box Boy.
Yeah, so you got the Runic one, which is like when I was I literally typed in Dreadnought, and there was 3 things that came up on the store.
The one with all the runes on it is just the Space Wolf.
Yeah.
Like Dreddy. That's it. Just the Space Wolf.
I can kind of get that. Yeah. There's basically, from what I saw, there is standard Dreadnought, chunky Dreadnought, and Rooney Dreadnought. And those are the ones that are on the store right now that you can buy at Games Workshop.
Yeah, you'll just essentially just have the Space Wolves one on there.
Yeah, so I was going to go for the chunky one, but I ended up going for the Vindicator instead, just because I understood it more. It's just a nicer, chunkier version of the model I've already got.
It's It's a rhino with a huge bulldozer blade on it and a big ass gun.
Yep, a big gun, man. Just one round. Like, I'm not explaining myself.
One shell.
One shell size shy of an Earthshaker cannon, I believe.
Actually, I think Demolisher cannons use larger shells than Earthshakers.
Oh, do they now?
That is why they had the ignore cover rule, because they were just designed for breaching fortress walls.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so it's a case of if you get hit with one of those, it don't matter if you're behind sandbags, your ass is toast with the sandbags.
Yeah, you could be inside a castle. The castle is gone. You are gone. Boom.
Scratch another victory up for the Space Marines.
Excellent.
Yeah, they are like siege breaker shells, whereas the Earthshaker cannon is just your good old standard long range artillery boy.
Yeah, which I am absolutely. I want to get a trio of basilisks, but I don't know if I would never use them, which is the point. You know, if I was going to get them, I'd get them because they're decorative.
They just sit in the background.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to have a board big enough for them to be useful.
I think that they're actually useful. Again, people do use them more now.
Alright, have they removed the minimum distance?
Yeah, I believe they've got rid of the minimum range.
Oh, okay, so they're kind of useful now, okay.
Yes.
But really, you don't want them to be anywhere near the enemy because they've got no armour.
It's a lot better now since most vehicles are wound-based.
Okay. Like last time I played, if you hit a vehicle, you rolled dice to see what happened to it.
Yeah, essentially it was like I hit the strength of the weapon plus 1d6, depends on whether or not you penetrate. The angle at which you hit decides what armor rating had it. Yeah, it was on, and then obviously, you know, things occurred if you got through.
Yeah.
Because things like chimeras, rhinos, and just basic transport vehicles were sort of garbage. Because even the most standard weapon could penetrate the hull.
Yeah.
Which was not good. I mean, I'm not even talking about shooting them in the back. I'm talking about like shooting them in the front.
Yeah, I think.
Where you would expect.
I think a rhino had like 12 armor on the front, and that was the max it could have.
That was essentially it. Was 12 armor on the front, so you could still penetrate the front. 11 on the sides, 10 on the back. Things like basilisks and chimera were identical. But now that since they have the actual wounds and a toughness, it makes it a lot simpler to deal with.
Yeah, it makes the tanks a bit more useful.
Robust. They're supposed to be, you know, armoured vehicles used to wipe out infantry,
Yeah.
things like that, or transport infantry safely across the battlefield, and now they actually are.
Yeah, I think the rhinos were basically at the time I used to play. They were literally just to give the infantry a longer like movement phase on the first round, and then they'd immediately die.
Yeah, essentially.
And then they just spill the units out where the rhino blew up.
It was also used as a particularly interesting tactic for any form of Hellhound player. Because Hellhounds had the same armor, but they also had the rule that they detonated when you blew up. So what you would do is you would just drive them face first into the enemy, set fire to as much as you could with a Hellfire cannon,
And then explode near them.
And just, yeah, explode on their faces and just do more damage with the explosion.
Suicide bomber tank.
Yep. But now that they are actually really, really nice to use, you can get more than just one shot off with the Hellfire flamethrower.
Yeah. Nice.
I'd get another shot!
Right. Got
I
probably
lost.
one more blob's worth of mechanic with standard to do. And I've got a feeling I'm going to end exactly where I ended the first 5. Just with the lead belcher to go. So, you know, I think I've reached my speed. You know what I mean?
Your optimum ability.
Yeah, this is my top speed.
Just realised that I probably was.
2.5 models a session. Go on, what are you saying? Sorry.
I've just realised that I may have been sitting here painting off camera for like ages.
Well, we're having a nice little chat, and I'm definitely painting on camera.
That's the thing. I was being all law badger.
Yes, we have Badger's Law Corner here every so often. He is the law monkey of the stream. I just paint things because I think they look cool. I don't really necessarily understand them. The Imperial Guard I've got a good grasp of because I've read a lot of stories. But the tower was literally just a case of, these models look cool, I want that. I want mechs. I want a mech army. Even if it isn't the most viable army.
Oh, it's really viable, to be honest.
I don't think it used to be.
It didn't used to be, purely because of the way that the armies were built.
Yeah.
Because obviously you had to have your 1 HQ, your 2 troop choices, and then you were limited to 3 elite choices, which were what most of the mechs were, or 3 heavy choices. Now, with the detachment system, you can build them in such a way that you can you essentially might still need that 1 HQ and 2 troops, but then you can have like a massive amount of elites or a massive amount of heavy weapons, and they will just you can build your army to be something. I mean, with the orcs, you can have a cult of speed, and you don't need that much else. You could have a tank like a properly built tank force with the Imperial Guard. Without having to like necessarily need all of the troops.
I mean, you can
still essentially have like 2 squads of veterans.
Yeah.
And then that's your troop choices, and then you'll have your either Lord Commissar or your command squad and your commander.
Yeah. I mean, with the Tau, there are troop choices that are mech themed, aren't there?
Yes.
Yeah. What's it? The
stealth suits.
Yeah, the stealth suits are a troop choice. So I could have, and there is a HQ as well.
Yes, you can have a Tau commander in a battle suit.
And then just a bunch of stealth suits as your troop choices, and then just a bunch of increasingly large and angry mechs.
Yep. Yep.
With the storm surge right at the back, just going, hey, look at my giant cannon.
Overwhelming firepower. And then the Imperium turns up and goes, overwhelming firepower, you say? Release the hounds!
Speaking of hounds, Bear keeps bringing a toy and he wants me to chuck it for him. I'm trying to paint Bear. He's hassling Puppy because he thinks that Puppy has hands and can throw it for him. And she's just walking away now. It's like, no, I don't have hands. Leave me alone, please.
Have hands. Getting back to hands again.
Oh.
We'll never escape from hands.
I thought the Commissar shot them all.
The Commissar is also called Hands.
No, he shot himself.
There's too much burden to bear.
Are we the baddies?
Hands? Are we the baddies? And he's knitting like a pair of socks with skulls on it. Like all of our things have skulls on it. drinks out of a teacup with skulls on it.
That is an absolutely great thing. I don't necessarily think that all of their sketches were the best, but that was one of the best ones they did. That Mitchell and Webb look. Quite a funny show. Like, not one of those that I'm going to say you're missing out if you've never seen it before. I'd say it's on par with Limmy's show for hilarity. And by Limmy's show, I don't mean his Twitch channel, because his Twitch channel's not a sketch show. There you go. Limmy used to do quite good sketches, man. He did a D&D sketch, which was really good, called Adventure Call. I enjoyed that.
Nice.
Okay, just trying to get this these helmets done.
Way.
Get some helmet.
Is that what all the hands are replaced with? Helmut.
Oh. There's annoying Luke now. Look. Dave's not throwing the thing for me. Play with me, Luke. And Luke's like, no, bugger off.
There, kids. Get off my lawn.
Don't worry. There will get played, fussed with plenty after this stream's finished. Oh, I just can't get light. I think I'm too far away from the light source, that's the problem. There you go, it's a bit better actually.
Step into the light.
Okay. Got the tongue of concentration out.
Num, 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 num. Okay. Breaking up the silence with a little bit of song. Except there's already a song going on.
There is.
So my singing is probably drowned out.
Nah, it's all appreciated, dude. Yeah, that's probably the reason I have the music, because there are times when we're both concentrating and we can't really speak much.
Don't.
And this, I got the faces, like the skin at least right. I don't want to have to go back over it. I do not want to have to go back over it.
Especially considering that you'll have painted the helmets.
Yeah.
So any form of damage to the skin is also
costly.
going to be damage to the helmet again, so you'll have to go over one and then go over it again and then go over it again, depending on how much you fake or twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I think... other than a bit of...
I'm holding the sprue like a fucking wind instrument or something.
Yeah, blow into it. Play me a tune, Dave.
This is already a tune, it's just a series of noises.
Isn't that what tunes really are, though?
Not if there's no melody.
A series of noises. Well-placed noises, but noises nonetheless. Now I've got to try and do some highlights.
Okay, let's see if we can get this done without making any massive cock-ups. Let's just have a look at one of the other models. The chin guard is metal.
Equally dangerous situation if you go up cocks.
Yeah, I just wanted to know whether I needed bolt gunmetal or mechanical standard. And by bolt gunmetal, I of course mean lead belcher, because that paint changed its name years ago, and I'm still stuck in the late 2000s. Early thousands, I think, actually. I just got a little bit more mechanical standard to do, so I'm just going to pop paint it.
Alright.
Yeah, well, the brush is wet enough, so it's sort of getting thinned there.
Sorry if there was some ka-dunk-ka-dunking in the background there.
I didn't hear that.
If anybody did hear anything that was moderately like a thump 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 noise, some douchebag has paid a lot of money to turn his car into a asshole vehicle.
Oh, one of those.
Yes.
Yeah, got his exhaust deliberately broken.
Then decided to put like a massive engine in what is essentially a fucking Fiat Panda.
Yeah.
It's
It's a really, really loud refrigerator on wheels.
2.5 litre V8 engine in what is essentially a chocolate box. to force it into next millennium.
Okay, I think.
Because I mean, I can understand people basically having the hobby and, you know, being, yay, I can improve my vehicle and everything is cool and this is awesome, but you've also got to take into consideration the vehicle that you're trying to buff.
Yeah.
Like if somebody went into a roleplay game and deliberately went out of their way to cast the most powerful buff on Gary the Goblin. And Gary, who starts off with like 5 HP, only gains an extra 5 HP, and thus dies slightly slower than if he did.
I mean, it's like on MechWarrior trying to stick an AC-20 onto a Jenna.
Yes.
It's not going to happen.
But sometimes it does. But it doesn't make it it doesn't make it a good build.
No, it doesn't make the mech work. It just makes it
Hilarious.
stupid. It makes it die quicker, if anything.
Speaking of the MechWarrior hilarity, the AC-20 Raven was the boy of choice for that kind of
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Okay, technically I should only have a light red to do.
So you have the car equivalent of the urban mech on your road then.
Well, somewhere it's gone now. We're travelling at 400 miles an hour.
Probably not 400 miles an hour. It's probably traveling at like fucking 30 miles an hour.
4 miles an hour, but sounds like it's going at 400.
Yeah. It's a really badly tuned engine, and the exhaust just can't cope. Alright, there we go. Right, we are at a crossroads, my dude.
Crossroads?
Do we spend an extra half an hour here, and I'll get the lead belcher done? Or do we call it there and we'll continue on next time?
Well, the thing is, I'm almost done.
You're almost done. You haven't got half an hour's worth of painting to do.
Nope.
Well, I'll have a crack on. I'll start with the lead belcher, whilst you get your stuff finished, and then you'll have finished models to share with everyone, and I'll have very close to finished sprues. And then next time it'll be a case of sticking them all together, and then possibly getting the commissar out.
Nice. Just remember to undercoat them.
That's true. I need to do that. Yeah.
Remember, Dave.
I remember.
Remember to undercoat.
I shall.
Also, you forgot the yellow bit, Dave.
I did. Actually, yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? Well, I'll do some lead belcher, and then I'll get on to that.
Touch up.
Yeah. Or I could leave that there for the grand touch-ups next time.
The halfway house touch-ups.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am essentially done.
Nice.
We'll attach the shields back onto these boys and go.
Well, let me just do the lead belcher on these guns, and then we shall move to finishing.
One last thing I need to do.
What's that?
I have a little bit of wash to add to the shields. The back of the shields, so that it actually
Nice.
blends with the rest of the model.
Well, get yourself sorted on that front, and I will get these little touch-ups done.
Already ahead of you, good sir. Oops. It's dropped. Glorious, because this means that I have done 4 out of the 13 models that I need to complete.
You have 9 left. You're in single figures, dude.
Single digits, bro. Single digits.
You can count on 2 hands how many models you've got left until you don't have to ever do another commission in your life.
Yep.
How does it feel?
It's very, 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 very nice, actually.
It was good.
I think out of the whole thing, I've done a good job on them.
Yeah.
Enough to at least.
You've earned your money. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, bring them to a good quality.
Yeah, you've
A good
finished them to a
quality.
good standard.
Oh my god! Right, while you're finishing off that, I'm going to quickly go for a whiz.
Okay.
Oh wow!
And I will just continue with this lead belcher. Everything other gun's done, then that's really not much left to do. I've just absolutely made a cock of that. See if we can scrub that off a bit. Nah, let's go over that. Never mind. Thank you for that, Luke. Very informative. It seems that Bear continues to annoy Luke. We had a bit of a fight yesterday while we were playing Mech Warrior. It's been cool, calm today, but it's kicking off now.
Wait,
Hey,
I have returned.
you have.
I'm going to try and untangle my headset from my seat. So I don't garrot myself when I stand up next time.
That would be useful. Yeah, I could just hear. Apologies if you can hear just the whinging of Bear behind me, just trying to get Luke to play with him. I'll see if I can get Bear over to give you a send-off as we finish tonight. He's a pain in the arse and he's dark, but he is cute. Spot on, man. Spot on. I'm happy with some of this. Some good work happening
Technically,
here.
you should be happy with all of it, damn it.
I mean, I'm going to have to do some tidying up, I think, at the end of this. But, like, some of this metal work is bleeding a bit onto what isn't metal, unfortunately.
Nice.
And that there, ugh, that's bled a lot. Not good. Yeah. I think at this point, this is why we keep our episodes about this length, because at this point my brain starts to get a little bit knackered. It
What do you
starts
mean?
to make mistakes. I knew there was something I was missing. Uh-huh.
So, very, very close. I think next time I might paint some sisters.
Well, you paint some sisters next time, you say?
I may do.
Nice.
I'll dig out what I've already undercoated.
Excellent. Next time I'll be gluing these together, and I may do me just to mix it up a bit. I'll do me Imperial Fist Commander.
Nice.
I think that'd be a good one.
Don't forget to scrub them down, bro.
Yeah, I was going to do it today, but
Brutal, horrible.
work was pain in the arse.
Finecast.
Yeah.
Hiss.
The opposite of fine.
Gross ass bloody cheap shit.
Semi-plastic asshole stuff.
Yeah, semi-plastic asshole.
Yeah. Just a horrible, horrible resin.
Probably very, very good for large models, to like really large models,
Yeah.
to keep the weight down. But
Yeah,
for smaller scale models like these, no.
absolutely not.
No, Superman, he no here.
Where did that go? Oh, it's done. Nice. That's most of the guns done, and the paint is now officially dry. So I'm going, while I clean my brush, I'm going to say, Badger, show us you're working. I'm going to switch over to Badge Cam.
Well, I have 3 of these, if I can get them to zoom in properly. Come on. Zoom in with my white pasty hand behind. Work, damn it.
It's not working. Oh, there you go.
There we go. Got
Nice.
some of the Stormcast Eternals, that's the one of the females, and then there's the guy with the big old hammer axe thing. I'm not 100% certain what it's supposed to be, but it's kind of like a mix of both. It's like
Yeah,
a
we
huge
got
mix.
giant mace.
Yes, and these dudes are all frilly and good.
Very
And
nice.
so a few more with shieldy bits.
Lovely.
They are
And
done.
me? Well, I don't really have a lot to show for myself right now. Apologies about that, but I do have some finished guns and arms ready to be stuck together. There's the arm sprue. I've got some very close to being finished torsos. Just needs the metal on there. The legs are all finished. The heads are all done apart from the that little bit of metal on the front there, and probably the eyes and stuff. But next time it won't take long to get them all sorted. So we're going to say, Mr. Badger, you are a purveyor of fine painting and drawing. Would you like to tell the ladies and gentlemen about all the things that you do on your channel?
Yes, you can join me on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, where I will be drawing pictures and painting more of the stuff. It's a random thing that I'll be painting, but it could be anything from a box set to more 40k, more Age of Sigmar stuff. So join me at 12 PM British Standard Time.
I have a bear here.
Borf?
Yeah, Borf. There you go. I said I'd get him at the end. There's Puppy as well. Bonus content. Right, here you can see 4 times a week we stream. On the Monday we do this, Bulls Paint Club. We paint some Warhammer every week and get licked by dogs. On Wednesdays we do it's either a rando stream or a multiplayer stream, depending on what I'm in the mood for. Saturdays and Sundays are all about Let's Plays. This week it's all about 40k. We're going to be playing through Space Marine. And then, I don't know, we might not even need Sunday stream for that. We'll see. Anyway, so join us on Saturday for Space Marine. Otherwise, follow us on all of the socials. Check out my YouTube channel. Check out the rest of the VODs that we've got on here. And we'll see you next time. Cheers!
Toodles.